Welcome back to another episode of Bagged Milk. I'm your host, Brian Bridges, and this is episode 40. Now, I'm gonna say this once, and I'll never admit this again. This is also how old I'll be turning January 1st of the upcoming new year. But I'll never admit it again. Younger every year. So, regardless, I'll never see it again. So it wouldn't matter. I don't even think I'll make it that far, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I've already pushed the clock back. So numerically, I'll hit that. But body, nah. Nah, I'm good, Holmes. I'm good. What a big fucking week. Okay, listen. I'm going to nerd out. This was a big nerd week for me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? Brian, you're a nerd? Fuck, I am the biggest fucking nerd. I'm one of the king nerds. I know I might not look like the typical nerd profile, especially since I talk about sex a whole lot, but I'm a huge fucking nerd. And Disney had a huge fucking unveiling this week. I know, maybe you don't want to hear about nerd shit. Tune in. I can make nerd shit pretty cool. I think I can anyway. And we're not going to talk all nerd shit, but I got to nerd out a little bit or I wouldn't be doing myself justice. I wouldn't be allowing me to be me, right? So it's my podcast. So I got to allow me to be me and do my nerd shit. And it was a big fucking week. If it was something, I might not even mention it. Might not even bring it up. But this was amazing. Amazing? Yeah, it was pretty fucking amazing. Disney want to show for sure that they're going to be a big dick player in the streaming world. That's for damn sure. They dropped, overall, the whole thing was like 52 new upcoming films, series, everything. I'm not going to get into all that shit. That's too much. We're going to focus on two basically big things. And then we'll fucking talk random stuff like I always do. Oh, do you think I can stay on one topic for too long? No. So it's just going to be kind of what remember. What do we got here? Okay. This is kind of the big shit. So this, I'll put a picture up, is kind of the big whoop whoop coming from Marvel. Okay? This is a lot of big fucking deal up here, man. You have no idea. Now, this is in addition to what has already been established. Now, if you don't know what has already been established, we got the upcoming WandaVision. Now, if you're not going to pay attention to WandaVision, you won't know Doctor Strange 2. Apparently. They're going to lead right into each other. I figured that's exactly the way Disney's going to play all these series and all these movies. It's going to be like old school wrestling pay-per-views, how I like to analogy that the whole thing. You had to follow all the weekly story in order to understand a pay-per-view. Like, sure, you could tune into a pay-per-view and you get the gist of it. Someone want to fight, big deal, no fucking. But if you're a real fan, you want to know the story. It's not just a boom boom and that was a big explosion. That's fantastic. No, you want to know the story. And they're going to do that with everything. And that's good business, I guess. Like, I can't blame them. So, but that's where they fucked up before, is that they didn't tie in and everything. They had the Netflix series with Marvel stuff, didn't tie into the movies. Now it's directly going to tie in, and it's going to pull you to Disney Plus. They're going to come out big dick swinging on that streaming service. That's for damn sure. So WandaVision, boom. Falcon Winter Soldier, that should be the next one to drop. No, maybe not. And then Loki. They dropped trailers for all those. That was fantastic. And then What If has already been mentioned before. What If is... What If? Oh, yeah. What If is all the actors, the original actors, pretty cool. And it's animated, and they're gonna do what if stories, man. Like, what if Tony Stark blew Captain America? No, not like that, but that would be fucking funny. But what if, like, Captain America wasn't Captain America? What if they made Peggy fucking Carter Captain America? What if they gave her the super soldier? Or what if, I would have liked to seen it being live action and get like, what if Tom Cruise was fucking... I hate Tom Cruise, actually, but that's a big fan favorite for Tony Stark. They're like, what if Tom Cruise played Tony Stark? And see a little bit of like what that replaced would have been cool. And his take on it. And different actors coming in and doing what if, redoing scenes throughout any of the movies and see how that would look. But that's not it. It's animated. It's still cool. But those are already established. This up here, this is all new shit. I think it's pretty mostly all there. So Moon Knight, if you don't know Moon Knight, Moon Knight is essentially Batman. He's Marvel's Batman. He's rich. He's billionaire. I don't know a whole lot about him. But he's Batman. He's brooding. Creeps through the night. He's white though, so it's kind of weird. But that's him. I don't know a whole lot about him. But I'm excited. Because if it's anything like Batman, let this guy take over. Right? I think so. Oh, fuck. I lost my picture. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh. Secret Invasion. That could be fun. This is a series, I believe. I think they're all series. No, Moon Knight's not a series. Are they all series? No. Ant-Man's not a series. Fantastic Four's not a series. Secret Invasion series. It follows Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. Kind of cool. And the Skrulls. Secret Invasion initially came from the comic books, and it was a big story, and that's the way we thought it was going to go, but then they made a comedy out of it, and they're going somewhere else. That's cool. They're still giving us something from that, and so the Skrulls have replaced like important people throughout the fucking world. So could be Avengers. What if a Skrull replaced Tony Stark before he died? And that was the Skrull's his ultimate sacrifice. He's like, I have to do this. I replace this guy. I got to fulfill this destiny. And then you get Tony Stark back. What if? That's another what if. See, they should be doing shit like that. What if Tony Stark was a Skrull? They might. Who knows? Ironheart. Apparently, it's a girl, Riri Williams. I don't know if that's following the comics. Look, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest right now. I'm going to be honest. As I always am. I didn't grow up on comics. People think sometimes I might not be a real fan. because I didn't grow up on comics. Well, I would have loved to have been there with you. Unfortunately, I was poor. And you're like, well, it was only $1 a month. How could you not afford $1 a month? Again, I was poor. If you don't know why I couldn't afford $1 a month, then you don't know what poor means. Simple as that. But literally, I was not a kid that just got given things when they went to the store. Like my kids, they'll come to the store, sometimes they'll just get things. I was not that kid. I was never blessed with that ability to go somewhere and just get something. It would have to be my birthday, Christmas, or Easter. That's it. I wasn't given an allowance, so I wasn't able to save shit up. So I didn't buy comic books. But that does not negate my love for these characters. I loved them. I would marry each and every one of them. Especially Chris Hemsworth. But no, seriously. When I know these characters, I've looked into these characters, and I just haven't watched the movies. Now that I know the movies and we have the internet, I delve deep into these characters. I know these characters. They may not be my favorite characters. Like even in the comic book realm, DC's my favorite. But Marvel is still fucking number 3. And you're like, number 3? Well, who's number 2? Well, that's DC. Who's number 1? TBD. No. TBC? To be continued. You'll find out. But, okay, back at her. Back at her. I got too many fucking pictures on the go here. Ironheart. Riri Williams is a young black girl from Chicago, apparently, and found Tony Stark's armor. Apparently that shit's floating around everywhere, because you'll find out there's another story that's Armor Wars. It has to do with Tony Stark's armor too. Everyone's just getting a hold of Tony Stark's shit, and shit's going sideways. So that's probably a thing. But yeah, Riri gets Tony Stark's armor, reverse engineers it. Super smart, obviously. My prediction is she'll meet up with Peter Parker. It doesn't. I have no idea, but they're both young, super smart. I'm sure Chicago is in this area of Peter Parker, wherever Peter Parker fucking lives in an imaginary town. But no, New York, right? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, and then Armor Wars, same fucking thing. This is going to be Don Cheadle, War Machine, and he's going to be like hunting down bad guys that got Tony Stark's armor in the wrong hands, man. I'm like, oh my God. Fucking, why is there so much armor getting loose all over the place? Like, Tony Stark died, and they just opened up his thing, and they're like, well, come on in, Tony Stark's dead. Like, just because he died, where'd all this armor come from? I guess he does have a lot of those suits floating around, fucking blowing up shit. Someone probably grabbed a hold of a couple of those. Obviously. Fucked up, man. Times are going to be tough for Marvel. Okay. Ms. Marvel. Not to be confused with Captain Marvel. Now, Ms. Marvel is another. Okay, teen. This is what I said too. I said this. Disney is a fucking genius, okay? They're setting this whole thing up to just keep going in fucking cycles, right? So you put kids in now. You get them on the kids network. You get kids into these superheroes. It doesn't matter what exists right now. Not a fucking thing to them. Because you're getting kids hooked on these superheroes. Ms. Marvel. Ironheart. She-Hulk, 3 females. Way to go, Marvel. And then eventually, when these kids get older, these are going to be the ones in the movies. And then the other ones are going to be gone. Same with what they did with Rey in Star Wars. They want more females and younger audience, so they turned it over to a younger girl instead of the old man Luke Skywalker. I get it. I didn't like it, but I get it. I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it just the same. It's not my story. I don't care. But I would like an alternate universe where Luke Skywalker also exists and did the amazing things that was written about him. But whatever. Not my story. I don't know anything about Miss Marvel other than she's Camilla Khan, I believe. Young Muslim woman. I have no idea. No powers. I don't know. I have no idea about Ms. Marvel. I'm going to check into it, though. I'm going to check it in and I'll let you know. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania. What a stupid title. But what can you expect from an Ant-Man movie? Like, it's basically comic relief, right? You have a bunch of seriousness, couple movies where a couple people almost died, and you're like, fuck, man, we need an Ant-Man movie to, like, lighten things up around here. What can we call that? Let's call it something silly, like Quantum Mania. They're like, that's too silly. And they're like, no, that's bang on. Okay. So Ant-Man and the Wasp back. Did you know the Wasp? I forget her name now. Lily something. She's from Fort Saskatchewan. That's where I'm at. That's pretty cool, I thought. But it's not like I was born here and went to school with her or anything. But that's where I live now. So, pretty cool. Fantastic Four. Fantastic. About time they introduced the first family. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I hope they don't fuck it up. I'm a big Marvel fan, and I enjoyed the other Fantastic Fours. I'm not going to be one of these guys like, those are shit, and I'm so glad they're replacing them. No, I enjoyed them, but I am so glad that they're in good hands. They're in better hands than they've ever been. That's for sure. So I am glad to see that. No word on cast or nothing. Hawkeye series. Ms. Marvel, I think, is a series too, but I think she's getting a movie. Armor Wars series. Ironheart series. I think Moon Knight's the movie. And Ant-Man's a movie. Fantastic Four, I think, pretty sure is a movie. Hawkeye series. Jeremy Renner returning, even though he had some allegations of some Me Too, but he stayed strong, pulled it out, pulled that big dick out, and he made it through. And he's going to be in, and it's going to be mediocre, I'm sure, at best. I'm not a big Jeremy Renner fan. I'm not a big Hawkeye fan, to be honest. Out of this whole slate, the Hawkeye thing is the one I'm least fucking excited about. It's like Hawkeye and the Black Widow movie. I'm like, what? I think I would have been more excited about a Black Widow series than a Black Widow movie. I don't know. Either way, they're both shit. I'm more excited about Black Widow than I am Hawkeye, though. At least I got something to look at with fucking Scarlett Johansson. True enough, right? She-Hulk. This is going to be kind of cool. She-Hulk. Obviously, girl. I don't remember who's playing her, but Mark Ruffalo returning as the Hulk in She-Hulk. So he's going to make appearances in it to solidify her in the MCU, the grander scheme of things, the bigger pictures. But also cool is if you don't know, there was a fucking Incredible Hulk that they don't talk about. They're like, shh. And that was Edward Norton. And he had a villain, Abomination. Well, that guy that played Abomination is going to be in She-Hulk playing Abomination, which is like a mutated Hulk. They tried to do Hulk again and fucked it up. He was government guy trying to hunt down Hulk. Now he's villain. Well, he's going to be in She-Hulk. So that confirms that Edward Norton's Hulk existed. Those stories existed. I guess they always kind of existed, but they're fucking bringing it like full circle. Full circle. They're like, yes. Remember this guy? Fuck yeah. Which I'm excited about. This whole thing, I'm excited. Marvel, I'm excited. I told you. It's may not be my number one, but it's my number 3. It's my number 3. Nerd out, probably top out. For especially these movies and series, man, you can't be getting much better. Like, I get it. DC's my number 1 for these guys. Well, number 2. Ooh. But these guys are definitely putting out more. I don't know if it's any good. We'll see. I like the quality of DC better. So, quality over quantity, maybe. But we'll see. TBD. To be determined. But number 1 for me, motherfucking fuck. I thought I blocked that. I think I caused that, to be honest. Fuck's sakes. This. Fuck yes. This is my number 1. This is my true love. Star Wars. Star Wars. Are you keeping up? Like, this is all Star Wars. Come on. Of course it's my number 1. I should have been talking about Mando. Of course, Mando is amazing. If you haven't been watching Mandalorian, you should. It's amazing. It's made old Star Wars fans fall in love with Star Wars again. It's made new Star Wars fans from the young. It's made Star Wars fans out of critics of Star Wars. Mostly because and it's brought over some Marvel fans because Jon Favreau. It's fantastic. It is by far some of the best Star Wars I've personally seen. And as a huge fan, that's saying something. It should be saying something. This is the best Star Wars I've seen in a long time. Again, I enjoyed 7, 8, 9. That some people will be like, well, then your opinion means shit. You can't even judge fucking Star Wars. Well, I have an open mind and I don't really care because I can think in otherworldly what ifs. That's a what if. That's not my theory. That's just someone else's. It's a good story, whatever. Is it the best? Probably not. But none other has been given to me. So I'll take what has been given to me. And that is fine. It is what it is, and I'm glad I got it. Versus not having anything. I found out after what George Lucas's version of 7, 8, 9 is. And I'm pretty mad that we're not getting that. That's like, it would be with Darth Maul and another, his apprentice, Darth Talon. I can't remember if he was the apprentice or he's got to be the master. Darth Talon was like a Twi'lek with the fucking hair things coming down. You know what I mean? Would have been badass. Because Darth Maul's still around. Well, he was during that time. But anyway, watch Mando. It's a space western. Even Mandalorian, the Mando's music is like, woo, like fucking, I don't know, man. It's westerny. I can't do westerny music. I'm not a music guy. I'm barely a podcaster, let alone a music guy. What do you want from me? Fuck. But these shows, like, these are fantastic. Well, I don't know if they're fantastic, to be honest. But we're gonna see, and I'm super excited to have all this Star Wars content. Like I said, Disney is coming out big dick swinging. And I feel like the same thing's gonna happen. I don't think is any of this movies? I don't think any of this is movies. No. They did announce one movie, but no title. I can't say his name. Taika Waititi. He did like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, the funny ones. He's going to do a Star Wars movie. So imagine it somewhat comedy-ish. Anything he touches is pretty comedy. Yeah, pretty much. So, but I'm excited. He did an episode of Mandalorian. Fantastic episode. Mandalorian is literally job interviews for future Star Wars and potentially Marvel movies. Because Jon Favreau has these great directors coming in each and every episode, and some a couple times, and they're fantastic. And it's literally just opening the doors. Like Patty Jenkins, that does Wonder Woman, is doing Rogue Squadron. I believe that one's a movie. Could be a series. Fuck, I'm all fucked up. I could write all this down. I could. But then it doesn't seem as fun coming off the top of the head, does it? Hey, man, I give you the gist of it. If you like the rest of it, go fucking search it up. Patty Jenkins doing Rogue Squadron. Her daddy was a pilot, and she said this is her two passions coming together, Star Wars and fighter pilots. She always wanted to do a fighter pilot movie and never found the right thing. Well, now we have it in fucking X-Wings. It's going to be fantastic, I think. Mandalorian, obviously, is fucking going to continue on. Season 3 next year. December 25th, Christmas Day, it's going to come out. So, if you do watch Mando and want to know when the next season's coming out, I just told you. December 25th, 2021. Rangers of the New Republic. This, I have no idea. It's going to be basically around the same timeline as Mando. And it's just going to be, it's going to be the cops. It's going to be the New Republic cops running around. I don't know how they're going to do it, but all I can picture is like an office comedy. Like a buddy, like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine with fucking X-Wings and the cops and stuff. And that, for me, would be fantastic. But, as my buddy Matt said, Star Wars takes himself too fucking seriously. And I just don't see him doing that. But it would be amazing. But, probably not. Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson in Mandalorian is Ahsoka. Fans have fucking rejoiced at the fact that she's still alive. If you just watch Mandalorian and don't know where she came from, if you have Disney Plus has an Ahsoka's Essentials. It has like 16 episodes that you can figure out exactly what Ahsoka's all about. She was Anakin Skywalker's apprentice, Darth Vader's apprentice during the Clone Wars. And then she quit the Jedi Council because it was all getting fucking shady. She didn't like what it was all about. She's like, this is not what I signed up for. And that was the last time a lot of guys seen her. And then you find out she's helping throughout the Resistance. But obviously during the originals, that time period, nothing. So basically, Rebels, she was last seen in an episode of Rebels, animated series, fantastic series. One of my favorite Star Wars animated series is Rebels. And she was in that a lot. And we last seen her in that. And that would have been, timeline-wise, right before episode 4. So for, I don't know, approximately 10 years. No, 20 years, because Mando's approximately 9 years after 6. So approximately 20 years We don't know what the fuck she's been up to. But her show is supposed to be in the same timeline as Mando. Same as Rangers of the New Republic. Andor, Cassian Andor, is basically going to follow the gentleman from Rogue One. Yeah. Rogue One. Fuck, I've been telling people Oscar Isaac was the guy from Rogue One. Why was I saying that? I'm so stupid. So stupid. Andor, Cassian Andor, Rogue One, that guy, he's getting his own series. Not sure why. But, again, Star Wars fan, don't really care. Give it to me. It just better be good. And it better fill the picture. I'm just picking my nose on fucking film. It's okay. It's my nose. It's my nose, my fingers. But, yeah, as long as it fills the story, keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. Star Wars is the same as these Marvel and all these DCs. They have their own universe. People need to realize that other stories were going on at the exact same time as the big stories, and there's thousands of years before, and could be 1,000 years in the future. They don't have to run in the exact timeline all the time, like mostly Marvel does. Except for that one time they jumped back to the 90s. Impressive. Obi-Wan Kenobi's getting his own fucking series. About time. And Ewan McGregor is going to star, of course. Who else are you going to get to play Obi-Wan? Honestly, this guy campaigned for this show since Star Wars Episode 3 canceled. Or got finished wrapping up. He was like, I want an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm a badass. And I'm sure that story will be badass. What's he doing? I'm pretty sure it focuses on his time on Tatooine. So, what's going on? Did he just sit there for fucking, I don't know, 20 years? Between 3 and 4? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, man, because Luke was a kid. 20 years. He's like 19 years old. So, what was he doing? Something. And, do you know who else existed at the exact same time? Exact same time. Darth Vader. So, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and Hayden Christensen, the guy who played Anakin Skywalker in the original prequels, is set to return as Darth Vader. Which is, to me, fucking awesome. Hell yeah. The guy needs it. He needs a break after fucking... You get the Star Wars curse, man, you don't get nothing. But he got it. He got it. I'm glad to see more Darth Vader. More Darth Vader. Maybe I just need to speak slower. But then these podcasts would be half as long. Yeah, man. Darth Vader. More TV Darth Vader. More Darth Vader, the better. You got to realize, if you added up all the minutes of Darth Vader, there's not many minutes on screen of Darth Vader. And that guy is badass. He was vicious. So, I'm hoping to see what he could be like on the screen. I know it's Disney. We're not going to see him tearing people apart, but we could see some shit. We could see some powers, some effects of his ruthlessness. Even Mandalorian has shown how far, dark the Empire is. There's suicide missions, guys taking cyanide pills. There's guys doing suicide missions and killing people. And suicide mission trying to take themselves down. There's a lot of fucked up shit they can get away with that shows how dark the Empire was in those times, for sure. They're getting away with it. Bad Batch, animated. Pretty pumped about this. Hasn't been a good animated in a while. Apparently Resistance is a series that's out. I haven't watched it, but I don't know. I think I tried. Didn't get me in. Rebels got me in right away. Fuck, it was so good. But Bad Batch, I'll get into. Bad Batch follows No, Brian. Slow down. Follows clone troopers, not stormtroopers. Follows clone troopers that basically they had themselves modified and they're fucking awesome now. And they do elite missions. And it follows those guys around during the Clone War era. It's going to be great. Visions? Not Marvel's Visions. They're not crossing over. Though, originally, this is why Star Wars is my number one comic almost. Because Star Wars was comics. Well, had comics. And Marvel's did Star Wars comics. They made them. So it's kind of cool. So really, maybe Marvel is my number one. No. Visions is going to be anime. That's kind of different. So it's going to be, and said it's going to be like Eastern-y. It's going to be anime, man. Like, of course, it's going to be Eastern-y. It's going to have that vibe to it. Because, whatever. You got to branch it out. There's tons of stuff. It's a universe, man. You don't think there's Asian people who like Star Wars? They do. Or they will. Especially now. Lando. Super pumped. Don't know who's going to play Lando. Some people hope against Donald Glover. I hope it's Donald Glover. It's fucking be fantastic. The Acolyte. This is super cool. Because, like I said, they've done some dark stuff on Mando. They've done some pretty scary stuff. My daughter watches Mando, and she's been scared. There's been some scary scenes. It's pretty cool. And Acolyte could be fantastic. Could be as dark as you're going to get from Disney, I think. Because it's what they call a mystery thriller. And it's going to follow Sith, the bad guys. Because an acolyte to a Sith is like a familiar to a vampire. They're like their groupies. So you're going to follow probably someone that's pretty tight with some Sith. Or at least pretty up there. Yeah, man. That's probably one of my... let me see this. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorites. Ahsoka and Acolyte is probably the ones I'm looking forward to. I have no idea. If I hear any information, that could change. But as of right now, those are my motherfucking favorites. Willow. Or Droid Story. Willow. Willow's not even Star Wars. I don't know why this picture. But Willow's whatever. Droid Story. I'm animated. I'm not sure. But I'm going to find out. And yeah, Willow's. I don't know why it's out there, but it's gonna be the original actor, Warwick Davis. Anyway, he played in the original, and he also played some Ewoks in Star Wars. So I guess kinda Star Wars-y. Not really too sure, but yeah. That's a lot, man. And there's so much more, too. Like I said, there's 52 new fucking things coming out from Disney. And all those fucking Star Wars movies. That's not even half of 52, I don't think. They had a Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear's getting his own show about the real Buzz Lightyear. So Toy Story, you have the toys. Okay? Those toys come to life. But those toys were inspired by a real Buzz Lightyear. And Disney is going to do that story. Is it Owen Wilson or Matthew McConaughey? Someone pretty big. I remembered. But I don't remember now. Of course. There's like a Moana musical. There's so many fucking things, man. I'm so glad we live in a time where Disney has this much money. I'm a little scared, to be honest, because they're fucking gonna go hard. They're gonna pull all these people together and they're gonna monopoly all my shit. I think they should be broken apart. Did you ever see their map? They're fucking scary, bro. I think they should be taken down, to be honest. Star Wars needs to be Star Wars. Marvel can be Marvel. Disney can just focus on fucking kid shows. Like, Stop being so big. There's no point. You don't need it. Fuck, smoke this J, eh? Man, I'm getting fucking tired. Getting so tired. Okay, I'm done. Disney stuff's done. Disney stuff's done. Fucking, if you hang on this line, ling, 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 ling. If you hung on this long, thank you. Bravo. Fuck you. What you did it. You made it. You made it. I told you I couldn't focus that long on one subject. I'm lucky I did it that long. Fuck sakes. What are we at? Holy fuck. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So, what I hate, man, I'm getting a lot of shit lately. Not shit. I just hate it. You get lean, and apparently it's okay. Hold on. I don't know. I didn't know, but I do now, I think. It would piss me off. It would piss me off when someone would tell me one of two things. It pisses me off a lot of time when people talk to me, just in general. But if you come up to me and be like, hey, are you sick? I'm like, what? I'm like, your face looks like you're sick. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like, yeah, it looks a little too in. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I didn't get it, but now I get it. It's the same as when people tell me, eat something. You should eat a burger. You should eat a sandwich. You should stop eating is probably most of the time what I should say. But I don't, because I'm a nice guy. But I didn't understand why people can't figure out why that this face is actually a picture of health. A fucking a framed beauty of health. But no one gets it. If your face is in and you can see cheekbones, you're doing okay. Not necessarily. You can be fucking malnourished. But this is why I didn't get it. Because this is a picture of health, and then there's people out there that are malnourished that can also look this way. Now, for years, this is what I didn't get. This is what I now get. I was like, what the fuck? When did the picture of good health become a fat face? Right? And I'm like, oh, it was always. That's always the case. That's how people perceive good health, is a fat face. So as soon as your face stops being fat, people think you're sick. And that's fucked up. People need to realize the only reason we have always thought fat faces were a picture of good health is because traditionally, hold on. Traditionally, fat people were wealthy people. They were the kings, the dukes, the queens, the fucking landholders. Poor people couldn't afford luxuries such as sugar. You gotta remember, sugar was a spice, and spices cause wars. Fucking sugar was worth more than gold. Poor people can't get sugar. What are you, crazy? We can get gold, but not sugar. That's fucking expensive. And only kings and queens ate that shit. So for the longest time, the only one with fat faces was kings and queens. So picture of good health would only be coming from kings and queens. Anybody else was poor. They weren't eating sugar. They weren't eating good, let alone sugar. They weren't eating barely anything sometimes. But that picture of health stayed up in hand right until now. But now, it's the funniest thing. Now, everyone's fucking feels like they're a picture of good health because they got a fat fucking face. Guess what? You're not. I'm not saying everyone with a skinny face is either, but you need to stop telling people with skinny faces or asking them if they're sick. Because that's the face you should be at least striving for if you have a fat face. Yeah, man, that's fucked up. Okay, it drives me up the wall. I'm like, are you sick? Are you fucking mental for asking me that? Man. I get some, I don't know. Now I feel like a whiner about it. Oh, I got people picking on my body. But it's annoying. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you not know what a picture of health looks like? And no, they don't. Because they've been programmed to think a fat face is healthy. It ain't. It's only now. We've had more poor people fat now than we've ever had. Ever. In the history of time. Because we couldn't afford it. And now sugar and shit's so accessible. Everyone's getting fat. It's easy to get fat when you got sugar. If you don't have sugar, it's hard to get fat. It's just the way it is. So stop fucking telling guys they got fucking skinny faces. No, you can tell them, I guess. I don't give a fuck, but know what you're doing. If you actually think someone's sick, I guess, but maybe question it. Be like, oh, maybe I'm just fat and his face is normal. Maybe I should question my own shit before I tell this guy to eat a sandwich or a burger or ask him if he's sick. Get fucked. It annoys me. It's the same as when people ask if you're tired. You're like, bro, just tell me I look like shit, okay? I get it. Oh, you look so tired. What could that mean? What else could that mean besides I look like shit? Huh? People don't think before they speak. They just speak. That's what I do on this podcast, but in real life, you should think. Like, you look so tired. Okay, so automatically, I picture myself, my eyes are drooping, they're fucking red, and like sleep encrusted. I'm like, that's what I look like right now? I thought I looked all right until you said that. Fucking guys. You look tired. No. I'm not fucking tired. I'm especially getting that now. Now that I'm working all this time. This is another night podcast. If it's a little screwy, you know what to do. Keep fucking listening anyway. We'll get through this together. But I'm on like day 14 of 24 of the law. I'm obeying the law. No one call the cops on me and trying to tell me I'm working too much. I'm obeying my provincial laws. Fuck off. I just got to get that money. Why not? It's Christmas season. But people ask me all the time, you must be tired, bro. You must be so tired working all these days. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? That makes no sense to me. You must be tired because I'm working? You do realize I do go to bed and I wake up. It's called sleep. I do that every night. Every night. Same as you. regardless if I was at work or not, I would be awake the same amount of time doing things. Even sitting on the couch is doing a thing. I don't work super hard. So to come in, I'm doing something anyway. I might as well get fucking paid for it. So why would I be any more tired? I hate that. You must be so tired. No, why would I? I sleep. And why would I be fucking tired? It's fucking ridiculous. As long as you sleep every night, why are you tired? If you're tired, it's not because you're working. It sure as fuck isn't. It's because you probably just hate your shitty job. Of course it would be tiring going to a shitty job. But if you don't mind your job and it's good people, why would you be tired? Like, I could see if it was back-breaking fucking work. But mine's not. It's like in an office job, there should be never anyone tired in an office job. Like, what the fuck do? You can't be that tired. It's impossible. Like, I do quite a bit. I'm running around a little bit, but it's on my feet. I'm not, breaking a sweat. I'm not lifting and lugging heavy weight. Why would I be tired? It makes no sense. If you're tired, just shitty fucking job, and probably your diet, of course. It's always going to come back to your fucking diet. Of course. If you're tired, if you're sleeping, and you're at work, and you're still tired, it's your diet. It's just shit. I need more coffee. No. Need less coffee. Stop stimulating your nervous system all the time. There's only so much you can do, and then it just shuts down. So stop stimulating it anyway. If you just ate good, you'd be fucking on fire all the time. It's like me. Always on fire. Engines ready to rock. I just keep them on. Some people just be like, I don't have enough energy to keep them on all the time. Well, then you're eating wrong. Simple as that. I don't tell you. Shouldn't be that tired all the time. You're going to live your days anyway. I could work 100 million days in a row. What would be the difference? I got to do something anyway. I can't believe all these people, you right there, you get tired. And I know it. What's your shitty job? You just don't like it. Or you're not doing something at work. I'm fucking doing stuff. I don't know. Figure it out. I can't plan it. I can't plan everything for you. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do the best I can. I'll give you a roadmap or something. If I had it, I'd give it to you. I'd give you everything. But I can't do everything. I can't do anything. Nothing. Just tell you the words. Tell you the words and hear the things. So yeah. My birthday's coming up. Well, first things first. New Year's is coming up. No. Fuck. Let's go all the way. First things first. Christmas is coming up. Woo-wee. Okay. I got all my Christmas shopping done. That's why I'm working so much. Now, if you haven't, I need you to make sure you don't end up on Blue Monday. Did I say this before? I don't care. I'm going to probably say it again and again until Blue Monday. Blue Monday is the third Monday in January where everyone ends up killing themselves because all their bills come in. I have talked about this before. But stay the fuck away from Blue Monday. So try to make all the money you can before Christmas. Pay it off or whatever. But don't end up dead because of Christmas. Like, I love Christmas, but don't spend so much that you're going to die because of it. Jesus, fuck. Why would you do that? It ain't worth it. Don't spend shit. You can't see them anyway. What are you going to do? We're all locked down. You can't see your fam. Fuck it. Don't send them any gifts. What are they going to do? Yell at you over Christmas while they're not opening it? Fuck them. Just don't Don't kill yourself over it, okay? But Christmas is coming. I'm done. Christmas is finished up. Got to wrap them, and that's it. Pay it back. But that's coming. Hopefully with this big pay, with this fucking run, Dunsky. Just like you guys, got to pay my bills. Not rich enough. I'm not making money off this podcast. I'll tell you that. But then after that, New Year's. Whoop, whoop, big party. I'm even going to take, I think, like the week of Christmas. Just so people know, I'm not fucking around. I'm not always health and fucking gloom and doom. I'm going to have some drinks. I'm going to have some treats all the time. Not all the time. I'm lying. I'm going to fucking pace myself. I can't not now. But I'm going to have some treats and have some drinks. But at the same time, New Year's. New Year's is set for resolutions. I know some people out there like, resolutions are fucking stupid. They never work. Well, they do for some people, because I think pretty much most of the resolutions, if I made one, I've either stuck by it or I've thought about it enough times that I came back around to it and I was like, okay, this time for sure. And I've kept them. They do something. I don't know why. Just that it's not like it literally fucking starts and it's a new fucking year. There's nothing, but it does symbolize something, and it's the beginning. So start from the beginning. A lot of people can only start from the beginning. So fucking figure it out ahead of time. If you're going to want to do something, do it and plan it out. How are you going to do it? Don't just be like, I'm going to quit smoking. Okay, how? I'm going to use the patch. Okay, what if it doesn't work? What do you got in case it doesn't work? Oh, nothing. I'm just going to do the patch. Okay, you need something else. It's a long year, man. You need to make sure you're going to fail. You need to plan as if you're going to fail every time. I think. But I'm a retard. What do I know? But for me, I don't know if it's a resolution, but I'm going to try a resolution, I guess. Fuck. On my birthday, I'm going to have cake and fucking probably some drinks on my birthday, and I have a little fucky uppy, and because of the holidays and stuff, I figure this is a perfect time, and since it's New Year's and you symbolize starting on the beginning of something, and how I keep saying, well, I'm getting younger every year, well, I gotta put my money where my mouth is. So, literally, in order to kind of get younger, you could do a couple things. You could inject yourself with human growth hormone, which is like the fountain of youth for a lot of guys. But you can also fast, and it can increase growth hormone up to 2,000%. I know that sounds ridiculous, but studies have shown many, 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 many times. Who am I to argue with them? Especially after the 48 hour. So between 48 and 72 is like the magic fucking number. So I'm getting younger every year. It's the beginning of the year. I'm going to literally get younger on the day I'm supposed to get older. Well, the day after. I'm going to reverse the clock. Literally. So I'm going to fast for fucking 2 to 3 days. 48 to 72 hours. I'm going to fucking figure that out in the middle maybe. See how 48 feels. It's been a while since I fasted. I fasted before. I did a max of 4. Count them 4. 72-hour fasts in 1 month. Yeah, buddy. That was fucking fun. That was actually how I had to kick sugar. I was so addicted to sugar, I had to do those fasts. Or I probably would have never. Same way you got to kick drugs for X amount of days. Well, the same way I had to do sugar. Literally. I was that bad. And, well, of course you lose some weight. But there's so many benefits to fasting that long period. I know some people are like, well, that's starving. And I'm like, no, it's not. Your body actually goes into a process where it protects its muscle by releasing up to 2,000% of growth hormone. And that growth hormone actually helps reverse the clock. And it helps with autophagy, which is basically the recycling of your cells. So that increases by like 300%. So now you're recycling your cells quicker. You've injected growth hormone quicker. Everything's rejuvenating over a 24 or 48 hours, 72 hours. I know you're not going to reverse a year in fucking a day. But hey, man, there's so many benefits. Look into it. And that's what I'm going to do. So suck it up. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm going to have, like I said, I'm going to have my drinks. I'm going to smoke a bunch of weed. That's regardless. I'm going to smoke a bunch of weed during the fast too. That's regardless. I'm fucking given. But I don't eat any food. I'm going to go back on, I'll go back to saline solution, most famously known as snake juice. And yeah, fast for fucking 3 days. Fantastic. I'm going to do it. Why? Because I'm a fucking animal. And I don't know. I like health. Like I don't do the workouts just to look good naked. I don't eat good just to look good naked. I mostly do this for health, for legit health, for once in my life. I've worked out for superficial reasons before. I just want to get big. I just want to get big. And now I'm at a point in my life where I don't give a fuck the size I am. I don't give a fuck if it's big. I don't give a fuck if it's small. As long as what I'm putting in my body is quality food and I'm healthy. What more could you ask for? Nothing. Just a great fucking podcast and a great fucking audience like you guys. That's for damn sure. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I think that's it for me. You guys have a good fucking week, okay? I'm out.